So let's talk about each one a little bit deeper. If you just simply remove the comment, the person who posted it could get upset, right? Because let's think about who does that. Like me personally, I see lots of work that I don't find perfect. I don't necessarily find them horrible either. It's like, it's decent work. I would never in a million years take time out of my day to leave a comment that was hurtful, negative, shameful. I just would not. I would never do that. Even if the work was really, really bad, even the brow, I say it was really uneven, it was really bad, I would never do that. I might think to myself, oh God, she probably shouldn't have posted that. She's going to get some shit. But I personally would not take any time out of my day. I just wouldn't do it. That's just me. I think most of us wouldn't do that. But there are people out there that will come across something that maybe just isn't quite pleasing to their eye. Maybe it has a bruise. Maybe it's a little swollen. Something that strikes them as this ain't right. Or this doesn't follow my standard of how a procedure should look. And they will take time out of their day to leave you a nasty comment that's really rude, sometimes even aggressive, and just downright mean. So if you remove the comment, I guess now you're vulnerable to upsetting that person, because you deleted their comment. And now, and maybe they take that a little personally. And sometimes when it becomes personal, people can get a little meaner. But that person could just, repost the comment on her story with another comment attached to it. I mean, that happened to, Michonne here. Someone said something really so mean to her. She posted an eyeliner. I don't know if you girls remember this, but she posted an eyeliner. And Michonne is very talented, does high saturation eyeliner. And sometimes when you do high saturation eyeliner, you can get a little swelling. You can certainly get some bruising. Not on everybody, but maybe on like 30% of your clients. You can get some bruising. And someone came across that picture, and boy, didn't they leave a nasty comment. Like she had no business in this industry and doing this to people and blah, blah, blah. And here's Michonne, a 10-year veteran, and so talented and so good and knows exactly what she's doing. And so Michonne deleted the comment, but then the person took a picture of her eyeliner that was a little swollen, had a little bit of bruising, and posted it on her own account's story with a new caption. So now Michonne can't do anything about it. Michonne can't delete that comment now, right? So that could happen if you delete the comment. And call you out for deleting it and get all, butthurt and whatnot. Okay, so number 2, what if you make the decision to remove the comment and then go block the person, right? And sometimes removing the comment or deleting the comment and blocking the person is this just quick human reaction that people do. Because can you imagine, all of you listening to me, you're PMU artists, and just put yourself in those shoes for a moment. You post a pair of eyebrows, an eyeliner, or a lip, doesn't matter. And like 10 minutes later, someone comes on and posts something so rude about the way it looks and how dare, they just go on, and it's just so negative and it's so uncalled for. Imagine how you feel in that moment. It hits you hard. Your face gets red. You feel like a knife is going in your gut. You might start sweating. Some people just go right into an anxiety attack, panic attack. And it can be a horrible emotional feeling, mental and emotional feeling that you feel when that happens to you. And so a lot of people just initially go into self-protective mode without thinking. They just go right into self-protective mode and they delete the comment and they go block the user. And it's almost like, whew, okay, comment's gone. I deleted her or him. I'm safe. They can't bother me anymore. Okay? So let's just keep that in mind, right? Let's just keep that in mind. But when you remove the comment and then block her, boy, that could really piss them off, right? That could really piss them off because not only did you delete their comment that they wanted you to see and everybody to see, now you took it a step further and you blocked them. So they could get really pissed off. And now they could take all this to another platform like Facebook or on their own Instagram account and totally put you on notice, right? I mean, totally put you on notice for, doing an eyebrow, posting an eyebrow that didn't meet their standard. And now, then you deleted them and you blocked them, and put you totally on notice. And that so that can happen. You end up being vulnerable with that option. So number 3, what if you leave a comment and do nothing, right? Well, misery likes company, that old saying, right? Meanness attracts meanness. I don't know why, but it's like this phenomenon. And others could jump on it and post additional nasty comments. It seems to be this, what do we call that effect? That pact. That snowball or that pact mentality, like effect. That happens. I don't know why negativity attracts negativity, positivity attracts positivity, right? But we've seen it happen a million times, and many of you listening have too. You've just seen, once someone posts something kind of mean and kind of negative, well, then people seem to come out of the come out and jump on that and agree and post additional negative stuff. That just happens. So you end up vulnerable for that. Not just that one mean comment, but it could attract other, mean comments. And now you have multiple. And the other thing, by leaving the comment and doing nothing, now you have to see it. Every time you get on your Instagram account, you have to read it over and over and over. And if you're anything like me, you keep going back to it on purpose. I don't know why. It's like, is that self-punishment? What the hell is that? What is that phenomenon called? But me, I'm a little messed up where I would go back and I'd read it again. And it bothered me all over again. And I'd get off and I'd go back and I'd read it again. It would bother me all over. I don't know what that is and I don't know why I do that. But if I do it, I would imagine other people do it. So you have to see the comment. And then, how many other people are seeing it? This is what would go through my mind. It's like, oh my God, I would freak out. Like, how many other people are seeing this horrible comment, demeaning and reducing not just my work, but me as an artist, my style, the way I work, my work. How many other people seeing it? And I think that can give someone anxiety just right there. And you end up thinking, in the moment, you end up feeling and thinking, every single person in permanent makeup is seeing this. You blow it up to be way bigger than what it is. Am I correct? And you think everybody's seeing it and then everybody's talking about it. I don't know why, but we do that to ourselves. Or I do anyway. I think lots of people do. Okay, so number 4, if you comment back, right, leave it up, but you address it and comment back, well, you open the door for a toxic, negative back and forth. If that person felt the need to go leave a mean, rude comment in the first place, who's to say that when you comment back, they're not going to come back and they're just going to defend their rude and mean comment? Usually that's what happens. They take the stance of defense, right? And now they want to win the argument and they want to convince others they are right. A lot of times that's what happens. And it all can depend on how you comment back too. Is your comment back angry and telling them to go take a hike and how dare you? Or is your comment back to them, did you take the high road? Is it professional? And you're explaining, maybe what they're seeing. And you don't know. It's a roll of the dice. But oftentimes, I think more than not, when you respond and comment back to a really rude, mean, nasty comment, it doesn't end well. It just ends this back. They come back with even a stronger negative comment. Like I said, they got to win it's almost like they got to defend their nastiness. Like they had every right to write that. And then they might even go a little bit deeper, right? And, with this back and forth, if this ended up happening, how healthy is this for you emotionally and mentally? It's not healthy for us, And so let's talk about the option like Willow gave. You could leave the comment or delete it, but then go private message them. And that's what Michonne did. She private messaged this person. And the comment back was stronger than the comment she left on her eyeliner post. Just this time, no one could see it. It was a private conversation, right? And it ended up being a back and forth. And Michonne's a tough little cookie. She kept going back. And finally, I told Michonne, stop feeding into it. Stop feeding it and let it go. And so Michonne ended up deleting everything, and Michonne decided to block. Michonne decided to block her. Sorry about that. So it's not good. It's not good. So whether you leave the post and comment back publicly so everybody can see, and now it's everybody's business, and you can have an audience watching, maybe some back and forth, or whether you comment back in a DM privately, you're vulnerable. You're, for that conversation going bad, going sour, and getting more negative and more toxic and upsetting you even more. Maybe it goes right. Maybe it goes all right. Maybe the person backsteps and maybe she comes back a little bit softer and maybe it can be worked out. Sometimes that does happen, but oftentimes that's not what happens, And so those are your options. So let me ask you, how fair is it that on your own Instagram account, someone put you in that position to where now you have to make a decision, a kind of an important decision too, right? Where, 5 minutes earlier, you were not in this position. You just posted a brow picture, man, and then you're off with your day. And then you get a little bing, you look, and oh my gosh, you just got this mean, rude, nasty, aggressive comment on there. And I and look, even really super tough people that got thick skin, these kind of things, they bother you. Even the real tough people with thick skin, they bother you. They can keep you up at night. And they can cause anxiety. They can cause depression. They can make you feel like you hate the industry. They can make you feel like everybody's mean. They can make you feel insecure. They can make you feel like you're not safe posting your own work on your own Instagram account anymore. They can make you feel a lot of things that you should not be feeling, all because of that one person who decided to stop for a moment in her life and leave a nasty, rude, mean comment. So I say this often. I think most people are good. Most people are not going to do that. Even if they thought it, they're not going to do that. And it's a really small percentage of people in this industry that, can be mean and can do things like that. But unfortunately, it's those mean moments that I think affect us the most, affect us the deepest. It's the mean moments, right, that affect us the most and the deepest, not the positive ones, right? It's like the positive ones. You get really happy, something great happens, they love your post, and then the next day you're on to the, it doesn't like linger with you and take leave space in your mind, for whatever reason. It should, because it was really positive. But these negative moments, these toxic comments and negative moments, I mean, they really, they linger, man. And they leave space in your mind, and they can occupy your thoughts, and they can cause you to lose sleep, and they can be devastating, and they can be really unhealthy for us. And so this is the question that I pose to you guys. Our Instagram accounts are our Instagram accounts. That's our work. That's your Instagram account. That's your work. If someone leaves a nasty comment like that, and you don't know who the hell they are, do you have the right to remove the remark and block them so they can never do that to you again without facing any further attack or backlash? Do you have the right to do that? If that's the option you choose, if you chose to delete the remark and then go block the person that left it, do you have the right to do that, make that decision without facing any further attack or backlash? That's really the question.
I think you do have the right, because it is your account, like you said, but there's no guarantee that the person that commented isn't going to give some sort of backlash.
Yeah. They might even be more pissed off because how dare you remove their comment and block them?
Mm-hmm. They almost feel entitled to an answer.
Yes. I was just going to say that, Willow. Some people, especially people like that, feel entitled. Entitled. And how dare you remove that comment? How dare you block me? Really? Now I'm really going to get you. Now I'm really going to make you pay. Vengeful people. They make a vengeful move, a calculated, vengeful move to try to hurt you. Now it's personal. Now they're trying to hurt you personally, right? Because now it might not even be now it might not even be that they're angry that you posted a picture that didn't meet their standard, because that was the reason behind the original post. Your work did not meet their standard. How dare you post that here? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, blah, 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 blah. That's what they were angry about when they initially left the comment. But if you go delete the comment and block them, now it moves from anger that or disgust that your work did not meet their standard. Now it moves into, now they're angry because you deleted and blocked them, right? So now it's a little bit more personal, right? And I'm not saying every person that you delete and block is going to go do that to you, but it has happened, and it is happening. We're watching it happen. This is happening to people. This is happening to your fellow PMU, artists. This is happening to our peeps, and this is happening in our industry. And, I just think it's so wrong. I really do. And I feel really, really bad for the people this is happening to. And I wonder, how did we get here as an industry? I had someone say to me the other day the industry, the PMU industry has become so angry, so quick to judge, so mean, and it scares them. This is an artist that's been in the business about 6 years and does really good work, and many of you would know her name. And she said she's kind of even backed off because of all the meanness that she's been seeing. Like these kind of situations that I'm talking about. And she's not the first one to bring it up. You know, there's discussions going on about this sort of behavior. And so that's why I wanted to talk about it today. And you know, and shine light on it and ask, isn't there another way? Isn't there another way? I mean, really? I don't know. It just really bothers me. And, you know, there's some people hide behind the nasty comment as, well, I'm just being honest and transparent. You know, I'm just being genuine and authentic. And they hide behind that sometimes when, you know, I call bullshit. That's bullshit. It's mean, it's hurtful, and it was meant to shame. Period. There's a difference between being honest, transparent, authentic, and giving constructive criticism versus mean, hurtful, and shaming. There's a big difference, man. And there's a big difference between asking questions and inquiring about something that may not look quite right to you, or maybe looks different than you're used to seeing with your own work, rather than being mean and trying to embarrass and hurt someone. There's big differences. And let me remind everyone, you never, ever, ever look good trying to make someone else look bad. Not ever. Not ever. And I think what happens is other people will come out, they'll respond to the negativity, they'll agree with that negative comment and add to it. And the person who initially posted, I think sometimes gets off on that. It may feed them, gives them energy, like, oh, look at all the people coming out and agreeing with me. And it feeds them and makes them feel powerful. And so they think they're right. That defends their behavior, right? I think that happens. But think about all the people that are not commenting and posting, that are seeing this go down and thinking to themselves, wow, what a mean girl. Wow. That was really uncalled for. That was really mean. That's hurtful. That's shaming. That was uncalled for. Why are you doing that to a young artist? Why? A lot of people don't leave a comment because they're afraid. They don't want to get caught up in, they don't want to get caught up in that crap. And they get afraid, so they stay away from it, but they read it, they see it. And so I think for every 10 people that do comment and agree, and their comment's negative, for every 10 that empowers that initial poster, I think there's 1,000 that think it's wrong. It's wrong, it's uncalled for, and never should have happened. Never should have posted that comment, worded that way. I think for every 10, there's 1,000 or more. Honest to God, I really do believe that. I really do believe that.